you are listening to
the WrestleGeddon podcast.
the WrestleGeddon podcast.
What's up, wrestling fans? It is Friday night, and you know the place to be right here on youtube.com/forthecollection and facebook.com/WrestleGeddonPod. I'm Chris the Heat Matthews. He's the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland, and this is WrestleGeddon. Carl, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just killing like a villain.
I hear you. Oh, so much to talk about this week. As far as wrestling goes, a lot of surprises, a lot of cool stuff, some not some cool stuff, some awkward stuff. But we'll get into it. So it's going to be a good time. But let's kick it off like we normally do with the Random Band entrance theme.
I'm gonna have myself.
Well, who the hell put this on so random?
For fuck's sake!
Oh, it's drama. Not the duo drama, the solo rapper drama.
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly didn't know any of these songs, even that one you're talking about last week, that left, right, left song.
Yeah.
I've never heard that song before in my life.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I'm from Nashville, so it might have been something that's just, because he's from Atlanta, big up in Nashville. He's leading thing from Atlanta. We got in Nashville, so.
I was like, what is this? Like, I've never heard this before. I'll go ahead and kick us off this week. I went with It's Drastic.
It's drastic. All right. I'm going to go with Left, Right, Left. And be kind of like a Element Soldier or something.
Who do you?
Maybe be second partners like Rey Mysterio or something.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I can honestly say that's probably an artist I will never go back and listen to again. I just didn't hit it for me.
You like Drama? I like Drama. He's good.
I sounded fine. It's just not something that I'm going to listen to on a regular basis. So.
Well, you're in better luck next week.
What we got for next week?
Next week we have REM.
Oh, REM. God. What the hell are we going to pick on that? Losing My Religion?
There's all kinds of songs they got.
I know. I'm just.
Can you come out to Everybody Hurts? Everybody Hurts.
A super emo gimmick.
Everybody cries. Sometimes.
Oh.
Your gimmick will be like you're about to commit suicide, like backstage, like before all your matches, but you just like somehow find a way to make it to the ring.
Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh man, I guess I have to.
The moper.
I could be emo Jim or something. Oh man, that's awesome. All right. So there we go. We had drama this week. REM next week. That's going to be an interesting one. Let's go ahead and hop over to the instant replay. All right. Instant replay this week. We'll get into, I got a little bit of news. little bit of news. We talked last week about Demolition and Mr. Fuji and all that being under Legends deals or hopefully under Legends deals. So Demolition is 100% confirmed under Legends deal.
Cool.
Mr. Fuji not 100% on if it's like a separate deal.
Shit.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan has announced that he is in fact under a new Legends deal. So it's been a while since Hacksaw was under one. So
Yeah.
so
You're not gonna get any cool figures from that though. It's like he wore the same blue tights most of the time.
they did a few. They got the one that I wish they did like a better figure of, like an elite figure instead of like the standard, minimum articulation basic. Was that one with the American flag face paint from that from Survivor Series?
Yeah.
I'd like to have seen a better one for that. But give me a Team Canada Hacksaw Jim Duggan
Oh, good.
or Janitor Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm all for those. But they did 2K did announce the full roster for 2K25, which includes the Islanders, so Haku and Tama, which of course is the Tonga kid.
Yeah.
So pretty psyched for that. So that means like we're getting Haku. So at some point, at least in the video game.
Yeah.
Pretty excited for that. Haku's awesome. And like the legit badasses in professional wrestling. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had for news this week. That was.
I wonder why they never teamed Hacksaw Jim Duggan with Godfather. So they could be like, it's the whole train.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Oh, there's one thing here that I wanted to jot down. I didn't get a chance to talk that. I forgot to jot it down here, but apparently, Vince McMahon for the 2022 Royal Rumble, the Women's Rumble, wanted the returning Ronda Rousey to eliminate everyone in the Rumble.
Yeah, no.
It's just, oh man, I don't know how believable that would be when it came to like Nia Jax and a few of the talent that's bulkier than Ronda. I don't know.
I mean, there's people that can pick up Nia Jax, so I mean, it would be believable.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's just that they just do the stupid like giant gimmick when she gets in the ring, like she's Yokozuna or fucking somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like she's not that fucking strong.
She comes running at me, and drop down and pull the top rope down.
And she's not that big either. You know what I mean? Like compared to the rest of the women.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was classic Vince right there.
Yeah.
Just did not make any sense at all.
Did you hear about the Shane McMahon stuff?
No.
Apparently, like I don't know how true it is because it's like dirt sheet stuff, but they said that Shane, with his meeting with Tony Khan like a few months back, asked for some of the ownership, and then wanted to completely run the company. And I guess once Tony Khan heard that he wanted to completely run the company with total control, he ghosted him. and never got back to.
Tony Khan goes to Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Honestly, I wouldn't give over, total control of my company to someone else. Like, in all honesty, like I'd
Yeah.
still want to be, part of the process and the day-to-day stuff and the creative and everything. So
Yeah.
just it doesn't make sense to me to do that. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk some weekly wrestling this week. Monday Night Raw. Couple bright spots on here. How you feeling about AJ Styles and Braun Breaker?
I like it. The only thing with AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio like need to win bad. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
haven't won a match in forever. But I like the matchup for sure. I just hope Styles can get a win in it.
Definitely. I'm loving it. I think it's gonna be an awesome matchup between the two of them. Breaker's been I'd say Breaker is probably one of the MVPs of Monday Night Raw right now, and probably like the last 6 to 7 months. Oh, if not a little bit longer.
Raw's been pretty stacked. I don't know if I can call him the MVP.
I said one of the MVPs, not the MVP.
Okay, one of. Okay. I mean, I guess if you include like 3 or 4 other people, but
I mean, he's someone like I pay attention to.
I mean, if I had to pick like one MVP so far, it'd probably be CM Punk because like he's probably had like the most um, anticipated matches. Um, since Raw's been on Netflix. You froze. I don't know if it's me or you. All right. I'm not sure if I'm live or if Chris is live, but he's frozen. But yeah, what I was saying is if I was going to pick somebody um, for a MVP of Raw, I'd probably pick CM Punk, um, possibly Seth Rollins. Well, actually, no. I might go Seth Rollins over CM Punk because he's had some pretty good matches on Raw since it's moved to Netflix. Penta has been pretty good, but he's had like a couple of, like botches here and there. Like we haven't had like a clean uh, match from him yet, uh, and he's never to this point shown like his true potential. But to be fair, like they never gave him like a marquee match just yet. So, um, and then I guess Drew McIntyre's on SmackDown now, so you can't really count him. But did you get main event Jays on Raw? That's why I said it's like hard to pick someone to be an MVP overall. Braun Breaker has had some pretty good matches though, as of late, and kind of slowly building himself to be one of the better Intercontinental champions. Gunther had it for like over a year, so um, it'd be interesting to see what Braun will do with it. Because I don't think he's quite yet ready for a title push. for the main title just yet, but if you have someone like Jey Uso win, he could be one of the first contenders for it because it took the Intercontinental title off Jey. Maybe it's like he took the title off me. Uh, let's see if he can take this one off of me. Type deals. Oh, Chris is texting me his Wi-Fi cut out and won't connect, so he's trying to reboot to get online. So I guess I'm in control of the show. And what do we want to talk about now? Should I just keep talking wrestling? Because then Chris comes back, and then uh, we talk about the same thing. So um, what do we want to talk about? That's one of those things that I can't see anybody's comments or anything. Anyone's commenting anything uh, that would have been good. But how is everyone liking Netflix? Um, I don't know. Sometimes I watch it like I'm watching it live. I get commercials, but then like when I go back to rewatch it, sometimes it doesn't have the commercials. And I've seen where folks in like Canada stuff like that do the commercials, and so they get um, some of the entrances and stuff that we don't get here in the States. I saw someone on TikTok, they were reacting from Canada, and they were reacting to the Roxanne Perez entrance, and they're like, how come she got um, the jobber entrance? Because on my feed, I didn't see her come out; she was already in the ring. But I guess like they had access to see her come out, which I was glad to see her uh, get her win and qualify for the Elimination Chamber. It's one of those things where that's a topic I don't want to get too deep into until Chris gets back. So we can have some dialogue about it. Trying to think if there's anything else that was like worth noting on Raw. Yeah, I guess no, was that last week or the week before? I guess Jay is like officially facing Gunther at WrestleMania. One of those things where I think uh, Christmas forgot to pay his Wi-Fi. No, just kidding. Um, the um, Penta Pete Dunne match was pretty good. Like I said, I always enjoyed both of them wrestling. A little bit of a botch, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Um, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor was a hell of a match. I'm gonna say where every time Finn Balor has a match now, I kind of irritated and upset because to me, he kind of needs a win, and it's been a while since they have given him a victory, a substantial victory. He gets beat um, by everyone so far. I wish I would have given Mike at least one of the wins or two of the wins on his feud with Damien Priest, but they didn't. So here we are in the game. But
Oh my god.
I think him or Dom really need to win. So I guess eventually they're going to lead to Finn and Dom. So at least one of them will have to get a win.
True that. I am on my phone
Oh, you're in your phone. Okay.
because my laptop, for some reason, decided to completely cut out on me, and now it's not connected back to any of my Wi-Fi signals. So,
Damn.
oh man, always something. So,
Yeah.
always something. Trying to restart it again, see what happens. But yeah, we were talking. I was saying before everything cut out that Braun Breaker's usually someone I pay attention to. Anytime he's on the TV, so it's definitely one of my favorites to watch on Raw.
Yeah. I was saying if Jay Uso wins the title at Mania, you think Braun will be like his first opponent?
I could see that. I think it'd be well deserved, and they had a few really good matches for the Intercontinental title, so I
Yeah.
don't see why not run it back for the world title.
Yeah. What do you think about Roxanne Perez qualifying for the Elimination Chamber?
I am excited about that. To get somebody
I
new
meant
into
Roseanne
that scene.
I said I meant Roseanne Perez.
Roseanne Perez.
That's what Lil and Garcia called her.
Oh shit!
Roseanne
I didn't even
Perez.
catch that. Oh, Lillian. Always something.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm stoked that she's in the chamber. It's somebody new.
I hope she wins it.
I'm really hoping that they do. I would rather see Roxanne and Rhea than another Liv and Rhea match.
Yeah. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball last year with Tiffany when she had like all her momentum in the Royal Rumble, and then it
Yeah.
seemed like how much people actually liked her. It was the same thing with Roxanne Perez. She kind of had that long stint in the Rumble, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have a really good Elimination Chamber. I just hope they give her the victory because, like I said, it'd be good to see somebody fresh get a shot, and it kind of ties into her gimmick because she's the prodigy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
if you're gonna be the prodigy, like at least do something worth like being a prodigy. Um, Prodigy over. So to me, I think they should give her the Elimination Chamber win.
Absolutely. That makes the most sense. Hopefully that's something that they do.
Because I mean, everybody else we've already seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least there's something else that we haven't seen before. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like disappointed by the Jey Uso and Gunther, but you know, we've seen it. So um, throw something else that we haven't seen for Raw. Chris disappeared again, so I'm assuming he connected on his laptop. Yeah. What's that say at the bottom? Another year older,
No.
but
A year older, but not wiser.
oh, okay.
Oh,
The screens are so like small on my side, so it's like I need to get a laptop or something.
yeah. Oh man, that was really annoying. Oh, Jesus. It'll be time to upgrade. That is the right one. Awesome. All right. So where's that? Roxanne Perez into the chamber. So the women's chamber is completely filled out now. So we got that matchup with Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, some Naomi and Bianca.
Name me in Bianca.
Aren't they both in the chamber, or is it?
I know Bianca is. I don't know about Naomi. Did she qualify?
Naomi one too. I think so.
I didn't catch last week's SmackDown, so she may have.
Let's see. Yes, it is Roxanne Perez, Bailey, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair.
Okay.
So those are the 6 participants in the women's rumble. Not the women's rumble, the women's chamber. I think it'd be a pretty good match. I'm pulling for Roxanne Perez. Like you said, it doesn't make sense to bring her up and call her the prodigy and not be able to pull off the win, especially with how long she lasted in the rumble.
Yeah. Plus, her and Liv are the only heels.
Yeah. And
it's like
the only other one I want to see win is Alexa. That's it.
Yeah.
Alexa and Rhea would be pretty good too.
Maybe you can get a heel turn from Bianca in it or something.
Ooh, you know what they can do? Because they're starting to talk about this whole Jade Cargill thing again with her getting taken out, which they showed footage of it last week that on SmackDown that it was Liv and Raquel possibly that took them out, but Liv was saying that it wasn't them, I guess, or something, or
yeah.
They just happen to be in the area, but Naomi and Bianca don't believe that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
it was Rikishi, and he did it for Nia Jax.
Did it for Nia. He did it for the people.
He knew that she would lose the title too, so took her out.
I think it was Naomi. I'm leaning towards Naomi. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled the trigger with Bianca.
I was leaning towards Bianca because in the Royal Rumble, they kind of had Bianca kind of do a heelish thing when Naomi was talking to was it Jordan Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bianca kind of like it seemed like some jealousy type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she got pissed when Naomi and Jordan hugged.
Yeah.
And she almost threw down with Naomi over that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the trigger with it and have it be Bianca was the one that took her out.
Yeah.
Maybe saying something like, you're getting too it's caught up with, trying to be everyone's friend or whatever, with my friends or something like that, and just turn it into like a whole jealousy thing. You got this whole like big production when you came in, and everyone's comparing you to me, and like there's no one comparable to me type of thing.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. I think that'd be great, and that's what we've been waiting for since Jade's debut last year.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. Men's chamber is filled out with Seth Rollins taking that last spot, defeating AJ Styles. Not AJ Styles, Finn Balor. Jesus.
Finn Balor.
Which was an awesome
might
match.
well been AJ Styles.
It should have been. But the match between Seth and Finn was solid. It was a great way to end off Raw on Netflix.
I was hoping Finn was gonna get the victory.
I was really in that same boat.
Like throw the dog a bone, man. He's one of the best wrestlers that you have. I don't know. They should make it up to me by having him quit Judgment Day, and then team up with Tama Tonga to start like a new, like him, AJ Styles, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa start their own like Bullet Club.
That would be awesome.
But if I could call it Bullet Club, they'd just be the straight shooters or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, like I said, we wanted Finn to win, but I know why they went with Rollins, because you're looking at the majority of the people, actually everybody in this chamber. I think with the Priest has issues with Rollins. He's got issues with Drew. He really doesn't have any issues.
Priest shouldn't have been in. He shouldn't have been in it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Like there's no issues between him and Punk and Cena or Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Like then you look at like Rollins and Logan Paul, you got issues. Rollins and Cena, Rollins and Punk, Rollins and Drew. Rollins and Priest. Rollins has got an issue with everybody in this matchup. So Drew's pretty much the same thing. Anybody that was attached to the bloodline or helping the bloodline. Cena, Punk.
And then another thing that would have made sense too, except for Logan Paul, but now Damian Priest, is everybody has an issue with Cody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like whoever wins, they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna go after Cody. Like, what sense does it make for? I mean, I guess Priest is on SmackDown now, so he could be like, I'm gonna go after Cody. But Logan Paul, it's like, I mean, I guess he has issues with Rollins and stuff, but he didn't have like an issue with Cody.
Yep,
that I can remember.
I'm honestly surprised that Roman's not in this match.
He just doesn't want to wrestle. He'll show up at WrestleMania.
We'll find. I'm sure we'll find out something tonight. Since the Rock decided he wanted to show up on SmackDown tonight, so
he'll wrestle WrestleMania, and then you'll see him SmackDown. I mean, not SmackDown, SummerSlam.
No. But I don't know who to pick in this matchup. That's like the big thing. It's like I don't really see. There's not really anybody like that. I guess like maybe Drew.
Oh. If it was me picking, and I get to like, they're like, hey Carl, do you want to pick who it's going to be? I would be like, I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me? Really, it's like, cause I was thinking like they were gonna, have like a fatal 4-way or something with like Cody, Roman, Rollins, and Punk or something. But I don't know. Like maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe Logan Paul wins.
Oh God, I hope not. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Roman, Punk, and Rollins, and that's like the main event for night one.
I mean, if you do that, you're kind of throwing all your other titles under the bus. I mean, it would be the main event, but
yeah. But then they add like a stipulation where the winner gets put into the WWE title match with Cody and whoever, Cody and Drew, let's say. Maybe that's the favor that Punk is able to sway Heyman for.
or what they could do, they could have if like say Logan Paul won, what if he instead of going after Cody, he decides to make him Gunther and Jay a triple threat match.
Yeah, that could be another avenue too.
And then it clears up Cody for whoever from the other 3 or 4 guys that want to take him out.
Yeah. And then there's Cena. Like, what do we do with Cena?
Yeah,
I want Cena versus Jacob Fatu. Damn it! That's all I want.
I mean, if Cena wins, right? Maybe he'll go for a triple threat because, like, to me, it's like I don't want to see Cena and Cody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, babyface versus babyface. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not a draw, really. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if Cena or Logan Paul wins, I say like have him go after Gunther and make it a triple threat match between Gunther, Jay, and them. But they don't have any more pay-per-views between now and WrestleMania, right?
Nope, just Elimination Chamber, and then that's it till Mania.
Yeah. If John Cena wins, like Cody has to drop his fucking title belt on SmackDown the following night or something to fucking Roman or somebody heel. It's at least somebody that people would want to see Cena beat.
Yeah, I think one of these 2 WWE of the World title match is going to end up being a multi-person match. It's not just going to be a one-on-one. Since you brought up, like, if Logan Paul ends up winning the Chamber and, he says, I'm going to put myself in this match with Jay and Gunther because I know I can beat them. So, that's something to that effect. But I can see that. And I'm really thinking that one of these matches is going to be a one-on-one match.
Yeah. This is how I'm saying is because, like, one, I don't see Priest versus either. I don't see him getting involved in either match. Like, it wouldn't make sense for him to go for the Raw title. It don't really make sense for him to go against Cody because he's a face. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they get for turning his ass face. Which I don't like face Damian Priest. He was so much better as a heel.
Oh, like, yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. And this, like, to me, it doesn't feel right having a main event without Rollins and Punk being involved and Drew McIntyre. Like,
sorry, I'm laughing. Chelsea Green just popped up on TV, and it looks like she's wearing Cardona's USA jacket.
See what they should have done. What they should have done, and what would have been like the best thing ever, is that they shouldn't have had that fucking pay-per-view named the Elimination Chamber. This should have been like Fastlane or whatever it used to be called.
Yeah.
And then you could have had WrestleMania, a fucking elimination chamber, and had Cody, uh, Seth, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and fucking Drew McIntyre in it. You know what I mean? For
I
the
know.
title.
When's the last time we've had an elimination chamber for a title? Like, it's been a while because they keep using it as like a number one
qualifier.
contenders match
Yeah.
now. So, like, I'm with you. I want elimination chamber for a title.
And that would have had all your big guys. That would have had all your big guys in it. That would have been the fucking main event for
Yeah.
the second night. You know what I mean?
Yep. Now we got the final boss coming out now. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, but we had that. The elimination chamber full up. We got Dakota Kai as your new number one contender for the U.S. title. So this will be Lyra Valkyria's first title defense, which happens to be a rematch from the finals of the U.S. title tournament, which I'm not upset about. I don't think a lot of people are, because the match that they had for the title initially at the end of that tournament was awesome. So, and I'm sure this is going to be pretty good too.
Yeah. I'd like to see Dakota Kai win the match, to be honest with you.
Yeah. They just haven't done anything with Lyra. Like we were talking about last week, Chelsea's defended that title at least twice now. Lyra hasn't defended it once. And that's like the whole thing. Like, what's the point of having that title if we're not going to defend it? At least
having on some defend it and having on somebody that's like relevant.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, at least Chelsea Green is like relevant to the point where she doesn't have a match. Like, she's got some kind of promo or backstage shenanigans.
And I think that's like, you compare Chelsea and Lyra, like, they're both great in-ring competitors, but when it comes to mic work, Chelsea is leaps and bounds better than Lyra is. And that's one of those things, like, it keeps Chelsea relevant, like you're saying. Like, even if she doesn't have a match, you know, they can put her in a backstage segment with Nick Aldis or something, or somebody else, or even back there, her and Piper just talking trash. Like, it doesn't have to be like a match or anything else like that. So, oh man, awesome stuff. So that was Raw. A little bit of SmackDown from last week. NXT this week. We had a Vengeance Day on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
That
Saturday.
was
Saturday.
Yep. Saturday. Did you watch it?
On Sunday.
Okay.
I watched Vengeance Day and Collision on Sunday. So. Pretty good pay-per-view or premium live event. Sorry. We only had one title change.
The North American Women's Champion.
Yeah, Stephanie Vacker won the North American title off of Fallon Henley, which was a great matchup. Like, Fallon Henley's awesome. Stephanie Vacker's awesome.
Yeah, I was hoping for Julia to lose the title because I'm not really a fan of her, but she kept it. So
I just don't think they've really done much with her. I think they could be doing more with her, but that's that the triple threat with Jaden Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Carmen Petrovic was pretty good too.
Yeah,
with Carmen picking up the win, while Jada was high stepping, was just awesome. So that was a great move on their part for playing off of Jada showboating. So. What else happened? Fraxium defended the titles against Josh Briggs and Yokoshira in Nomura. Of course, Fraxium won that matchup. And
Jordan Grace debuted.
yep. We had Jordan Grace. We had Ricky Starks. There's now Ricky Saints. Showed up to sign his contract. Ethan Page and Javon Evans. Man. I'm speechless here because like Javon Evans is one of those guys where you look at him like, God, this guy is so freaking small. Like he's like a stick. But then when he gets going in the ring, he's like, this dude is awesome.
Yeah.
So like I gotta say, like the first time I saw him was like, I don't like this dude that much. And then
he's gotten a little bigger though. Like when you said he looked like a stick, that was like I think he didn't have like an AEW match. And I think he was like on Impact a couple times too, maybe.
Yep.
And then I remember seeing him.
I think he was.
He was on a dark match, I think. It was like AEW Dark.
AEW
Dark. Or it was like a
too.
Or it could have been a not like an AEW Dark, but it was like a dark match before pay-per-view or something. But I remember him. I remember him being like super skinny, but he looked like he put on a little bit of weight, like a little bit of muscle.
Yep.
But I like him.
Page, like they tore it up on that event. Like I'm big. And the thing is, like, you have like these former AEW talents that are jumping over to WWE or NXT, and they're getting like the treatment that they should be getting, and showcased like they should be. Because I don't think they've failed so far with the talent that have popped over from AEW. I don't think WWE or NXT has dropped the ball with any of them yet. So far. Aside from, probably Andrade. I think he can be a little higher.
Yeah.
Or utilized
Andrade. Yeah. Andrade. And then, yeah. Yeah, probably just Andrade.
Oh, well, that's the big one there. NXT post Vengeance Day. We finally got it. The showdown we've been waiting for. Moose and Obafemi. It's gonna happen. At some point, it's gonna happen.
To me, it has to be WrestleMania.
It's gotta be. Or like or TNA's like big pay-per-view. Something, but
no. Yeah, it's gotta be WrestleMania.
Well,
you got it. Not Stand and Deliver. It has to be fucking main roster.
You know that is not going to be on the WrestleMania card. Stand and Deliver, more than likely. That'll probably end up being the main event.
No, dude. The opening match of WrestleMania. Fucking Moose and Obafemi. Night one. Let's get this motherfucker. Like Moose. You know, Moose is like one of my fucking favorite wrestlers, dude. I've been talking about Moose ever since Garrett introduced me to him. And
we are big supporters of Moose at the WrestleGeddon podcast. We love Moose.
And he's got to be like, I want to see him showcased on something like big. And this is something like everybody wants to see. I want it on WrestleMania. I don't want it on Stand and Deliver, and I don't want it on a TNA.
Even Stand and Deliver is going to be a bigger stage than the TNA event. So,
still, WrestleMania, night one, opening match. Let's get the fucking weekend started right.
Damn straight. I agree with that. But he will be on NXT this coming week. defending the X Division Championship against Lexis King, which should be a pretty
Yeah,
good match.
that'd be a good match.
Obafemi did show up on Impact this week, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we want that shit on fucking like everybody. You know how like people would say like write your congressman. If you're a fucking WWE fan, if you're a TNA fan, write a fucking. We need to find the address for fucking the head office and just send them fucking letters like, dude, we want fucking Moose Obafemi fucking WrestleMania. No other show.
I'm gonna start tweeting Triple H like crazy. Moose and Obafemi, book it. WrestleMania night 1. Open the match. Open the show.
Open the show.
Oh man, that'd be so freaking awesome.
Is there anybody that disagree? Anybody disagree with that? Like,
you can add us. Go ahead, add us if you disagree with that. So that's
if you disagree,
you know who Moose is.
Yeah, if you disagree, add us or fucking I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell us we suck.
Oh man, that was awesome. So we went through. We had a backstage segment with the No Quarter Catch Crew and Fraxium. Catch Crew decided, hey, we don't care about you right now, to Fraxium. I said, we want the greatest tag team in the world.
The Hardy Boys.
The greatest tag team ever. We want the Hardys for the TNA Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, and they are the best tag team ever. Fuck the fucking Dudley Boys. I said it.
Oh, the greatest tag teams in all of space and time. So the Hardys will also be on NXT next week, defending the TNA tag titles against No Quarter Catch Crew.
Yeah.
And something else that's pretty funny to go along with the Hardys being on NXT. Apparently Jazzwares, which produces the AEW and the Ring of Honor Vault figures, are releasing a From the Vault Ring of Honor set of Matt and Jeff from their last run in Ring of Honor when they ended their feud with the Bucks and then came back to WWE the next night. So there's a 2-pack that's going up for sale sometime relatively soon of Matt and Jeff from Ring of Honor. And I think, you have figures made by AEW for people that were in Ring of Honor, which AEW owns, that are under contract with TNA and will be stepping foot in the WWE ring again next week.
Yeah.
This is a first. Oh, man, it was awesome. So not only are we getting the Hardys, we've also got Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page coming up in the number 1 contender match.
I don't really care.
You're not
about Ricky
Saints guy.
Not a Saints guy. I think people now that he could be in WWE NXT, I think he can't be too much like The Rock. Like, yeah, it's gonna kill him. So we'll see how he does. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I never been a huge fan of Ricky Malia.
That's something Garrett and I have said for a while since we saw Ricky in NWA, is that he's someone that needs a bigger stage. It was hype when he got signed to AEW and they brought him in. They were doing stuff with him. He was part of Team Taz. He's the FTW champion. Him and Hobbs were doing their thing, and then it just started going downhill. And then he lost whatever momentum he had in AEW, and now he's in NXT. So he's, NXT brings in more people than AEW does, so he's on a bigger stage. And he
fucking showed up at WrestleMania. That's what fucked up. Or was it Royal Rumble? Was it the WrestleMania or Royal Rumble?
it wasn't even that. He had Tony Khan was cool with him going to those events.
Yeah.
It was he said that he had gotten when he got injured the last time, which is why he was off the TV. He got injured, and then there was no contact from AEW to him that entire time he was injured. And then he had some issues with creative with AEW with too many of the veterans getting involved in, his creative stuff.
Yeah.
So, which tells me that one of those veterans is probably Jericho, honestly. I don't know. It kind of sucks because I feel like that they're not utilizing the talent that they should be utilizing. Like, they utilized Ricky Starks to his potential. They didn't Penta was featured on TV a lot and he was, trios champion, tag team champion, whatever. But when it came to singles matches, what did they do with him? He won a few here and there, but when it came to actually winning a singles title, they jobbed him out. So, I think the only person that they, aside from Cody, Jade Cargill was probably the one that had the most build and the most success in AEW that jumped from AEW to WWE.
Yeah. I mean, there was a few that, Swerve, Tony Storm, kind of that had the opposite effect where they went to AEW, wasn't really getting pushed well by WWE, and went to AEW and became stars.
Yeah, I mean they made Tony Storm a joke when she hit the main roster for whatever reason. And Tony Storm, you look at her in AEW, we say time and time again, the timeless Tony Storm, gimmick and the story and matches with her, Mariah May are one of the best things on AEW television right now.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons why I continue to watch Dynamite and Collision occasionally. So, what else do we have here? Speaking of AEW, we had Grand Slam Collision Saturday night as well, which saw Tony Storm and Mariah May headline the event, with Tony Storm regaining the AEW Women's Championship.
All for
which
it.
is the only title that changed hands that night. Unfortunately, Harley Cameron did not beat Mercedes Moné, which I was really pushing for Harley Cameron. Title win.
I was too. To be honest, that was the first Sasha Banks match in AEW that I look forward to the matchup.
Yeah, and it had nothing, and all of it was because of Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it when she brought out Puppet Monet.
Yeah.
So, and
I
don't
had the
understand,
music video.
AEW get on the ball and start selling these Puppet Monets. You're just losing out on money right here. Money just left on the table. So,
Yeah.
people have snatched that up. So, yeah, it was a pretty solid matchup. Was it the greatest women's wrestling match in the world? My opinion, no, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that loved it.
I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't a bad match at all. The tag match between the Death Riders, Edge and Jay White. I don't know. Out to the point where I posted on TikTok the other day, I'm not compelled with the Death Riders anymore. I don't care what's going on now.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit confusing. Um, and I was hoping that they were gonna have like a Darby Allen like redemption arc or something. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe that's the plan still, and they're just kind of prolonging it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the whole Death Riders thing. Um, 'Cause it's not like they're big, you know what I mean? Like they're not the NWO or the Four Horsemen or DX or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's like you have bigger stars in the company. Um, I, I just don't understand the point.
All
I
right,
mean,
I
it'd be
know.
different if it was like revolutionary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's really nothing groundbreaking or interesting with the Death Riders right now. I mean, I'm still gonna tune in. I'm still like I'm invested enough in this to see where it's gonna go, but it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to really pay that much attention to.
I mean, I'm more concerned about Ricochet and Swerve
And Swerve.
Strickland. Like, even though like how ridiculous the scissor thing is, like at least it's entertaining and it has people that are really good at wrestling each other.
I mean, and on top of that, like there's something like yeah, the this whole thing is revolving around the AEW World Championship, which I've got a feeling that that Cope's gonna be the one to grab the title off of Moxley at Revolution. Um, it just seems like a waste of having Cope versus Moxley if this doesn't happen. But when you look at Swerve and Ricochet, like they've now thrown something a little bit more personal into the mix from the last match when Ricochet stole the jacket that Swerve wore to the ring, which was a jacket that Prince Nana used to wear when he was a wrestler, and other people that he'd managed throughout the years for the embassy wore it as well. So that's got a lot of meaning into that ring, that robe, that jacket, and for someone like Ricochet, just to like steal it from Swerve and Nana after that match, and refusing to give it back, like that, something like I want to see Ricochet get his ass kicked.
Yeah,
Like that's what I want, and that's what it should be. As far as like the
yeah,
heel goes, like if I'm fully
yeah,
invested in these characters, that's the character I want to see get shit kicked out of them. So
yeah. And it's like the whole thing with the title. It's like, dude, you have Swerve, you have Copeland, you have Bobby Lashley, you have MJF. Why does fucking Moxley have the title? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and then you put the tag belts on Lashley and Shelton, which I completely forgot that they were tag team champions until I saw MVP post a video where Shelton got his bag checked, going through security at the airport because of the tag title belt.
yeah. But I mean, when they don't give them a convincing one, you know what I mean? Like, they need to dominate like at least a couple of the tag teams. Like,
Yeah,
throw them the
I don't
Young
think they've
Bucks.
I don't think they've been on TV since they won the titles.
Um, I don't know. Also, they have like one defense, but I can't remember who it was against.
Like they should be like running through some of these tag teams. Like I want to see freaking Hurt Syndicate versus FTR. Like why can't I get that? Or like
Yeah,
them versus the Outrunners, or something like. But there's not really like what other tag teams are there? There's freaking Brian Cage and Lance Archer. Like those are two big dudes. Like I'm not a big fan of Lance Archer, but I'm a big fan of Brian Cage. I think Cage and Lashley, Cage and Shelton would put on a great match.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, Big Bill and freaking Jericho, maybe. I don't know. Like, It just doesn't seem like there's that many tag teams right now in AEW. And if they are, most of them are just thrown together.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. That was Grand Slam. AEW this week. I got to talk about this because this was weird as hell. Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander. Bayne ends up winning the match. And then her and is it Penelope Ford do a beatdown on Statlander. Thunder Rosa comes out to make the save with a chair. And it was the most awkward, weird thing that I've ever seen happen recently. It's like she was gonna hit Statlander with or hit Penelope Ford with the chair, but then like backed up, and it was just so weird and awkward. Like if you haven't seen it, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was just
weird. Is it worse than Nia Jax in the War Games?
No. Like she didn't actually hit anybody with the chair. It was just really bad. Like it seems so out of place. And it's like they just told her to go out there and do something, and she wasn't quite 100% sure on what to do, and just let me try this. So, it was just freaking weird. So, oh man, so weird. We got more with Hangman and MJF. I'm interested in seeing that matchup. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to happen at Revolution, but that's pretty much it. We had a little celebration with Toni Storm, which is pretty solid. Talking about she will defend the title against anybody, including the dastardly Mildred Burke. So it's okay. So, but yeah, that was pretty much the bulk of TNA, and then, or not TNA, AEW. I already talked about the Death Riders. TNA this week has some surprises to kick off the show. We got a concert from Joe Hendry, which got interrupted by the Colognes, the former Primo and Epico, now in TNA. They got a nice "Where's Carlito" chant.
Cool.
That was awesome. So they came out and they were talking to Hendry, and they said, we're here to do our thing, and tried to step to Joe Hendry, and then like they're coming up to the ring and they're like, you got one guitar, there's two of us, so you better make your choice count. Lights go out and we hear a familiar strum of a guitar.
I believe in the lights.
TNA, we are walking with Elijah, baby. So that crowd went nuts when that guitar strum hit, and it is just awesome. So glad to see him pop up somewhere. I know he's doing a stint with Ring of Honor. I don't know if he's still doing that or if it was like a one-off thing. Because they had it paired up with the Righteous, which seemed very fitting. So I guess we'll see where we're going with that. But so it ended up being Joe Hendry and Elijah versus the Colognes in the main events. Hendry and Elijah ended up picking up the win on that one. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Of course, TNA was live this week from Full Sail. So there's a lot of NXT references and a whole bunch of other stuff. Santino said last week that Tessa Blanchard would wrestle last night on TNA. She came out and the crowd started chanting, "We coming for you, Tessa." So
that's kind of weird thing.
A lot of booze. But that same group of people were in attendance at NXT the night before, or Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. And as Booker T made his way to the ring, they were chanting, "Hulk Hogan, we coming for you." So it's a Booker T's theme. So I assumed it was just a play on, Booker T's Hulk Hogan, we coming for you moment from WCW.
Yeah.
But it went into Impact with Tessa, we coming for you. So, yeah, the African American fan base ain't playing no more with, remarks made by, Tessa Blanchard and Hulk Hogan. Like, people don't forget.
Yeah.
So, kind of sucks when you have a talent like Tessa Blanchard who has to ruin it by being a racist.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh man, that's pretty much all I got for instant replay this week. I don't know if you want to toss anything else in there.
No, man, we pretty much covered it.
We did. Now we're gonna cover something else.
What she
All
said.
right, it is time for the Elite Figure of the Week, brought to you by EntertainmentEarth.com. Use the code FTCollect to save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. All right, I got another one you're gonna like, Carl. Another throwback here, and it is Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Justin Hawk Bradshaw. Oh man.
Yep. I was excited when they announced this figure. This was one of my birthday gifts from the family. So,
All right.
that I picked out myself. As usual. They do throw some surprises in there for me every now and then.
Yeah.
This figure is great. My only complaint is a trivial complaint. First world problem is that he doesn't come with his hat.
I don't come with his hat.
Does not come with a hat.
Oh hell. Does it at least come with like an arm that stretches out for a clothesline?
Well, I mean, it's fully articulated, so. Out the package.
I mean, you think it's kind of like a special arm, like clothesline arm.
There we go. All right. So he's got multiple hands. We got
Bull rope.
Got a bull rope. There we go. Nice little duster, which looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
His hands up in there. Got the bull rope with the cowbell because we always need more cowbell.
Yeah.
This is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
A little smudge on his arm there, but
That's before he got in the stock market.
before he became JBL.
Oh, before he joined the cult.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's right. APA, baby.
join the cult, and then from the cult started a protection agency, and then from the protection agency,
Made a deal with the devil for some good investment plans.
Oh man, good old JBL.
Oh man, but I was stoked when they announced this figure. Like, it's always cool, like when you have these guys, because for the longest time, like if they're on, like Vince had a rule with the figures and stuff. If they were on the active roster, like they were not allowed to make previous personas, which is why we never got, like, why it took them so long to get us like an Isaac Yankem, because Kane was still actively wrestling. And like Triple H, like when he kind of took a step back that we got a throwback like Hunter Hearst Helmsley figure. So, well, this is cool. I'm always excited when they put out new characters for these. So, but,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, because I don't think he ever had an action figure before then, did he?
not a Justin Hawk Bradshaw, because he was like this persona was kind of like a jobber type persona. Like, you know, he won some matches, but it was always against guys like, you know, like Bob Sparkplug Holly or, you know, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it wasn't until like I guess his first figure was probably what, Acolytes?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I don't ever remember like any of the other.
Because this one, because that Justin Hawk Bradshaw would have been like the Bone Cruncher figures.
Yeah.
I think this is the first Justin Bradshaw figures. Let me see.
I mean, I don't think any in that era ever came out of him.
Yeah. APA. No, we got a Blackjack Bradshaw,
Oh, okay.
which was which is between this and APA. No, there was a Justin Hawk Bradshaw, the Bone Crunchers.
Wow.
That came with the bull rope. Had his hat.
We still staying corrected.
Yep. And he had chaps. This one doesn't have chaps. Mattel, why don't you give him chaps? I think he used to wear chaps too. But yeah. So it looks like we've gotten Bradshaw's gotten pretty much a figure of like every persona that he's had, at least in WWE, WWF. Yep.
I guess I don't know. Maybe nobody ever played with it because I never went to anybody's house that had a fucking
Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's definitely not a figure that I wanted as a kid. Was a Justin Hawk Bradshaw. As an adult, I was like, "Fuck yeah, this Justin Hawk Bradshaw is awesome." So, like, even like a Blackjack's Bradshaw. Like, why the hell would I want a Blackjack's Bradshaw? So,
that was the best tag team, the Blackjacks.
The new Blackjacks, Blackjack Bradshaw and Blackjack Wyndham. So maybe we'll see. They had Barry Windham under contract. Maybe we'll get maybe we'll do the Blackjacks at some point. I'm surprised they haven't done them already. Awesome.
Or the whatever he was. I forgot what was that fucking the one with him in the camouflage paint, like the assassin or some shit, or the tracker or some shit.
Stalker.
Yeah.
This is so bad. The Stalker did not get a figure.
They need one, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, awesome stuff. All right, let's get over to the Fatal 4-Way this week. A little difficult here. So, Fatal 4-Way this week is the Personas of the Undertaker. Which one's got to go? The original Dead Man, the American Badass, Ministry Undertaker, or Mohawk Undertaker? The final form.
Is that supposed to be the like Big Evil, or is that like post all that shit? And like WrestleMania only Undertaker?
WrestleMania only Undertaker.
Okay. Because I kind of like the Big Evil persona.
Well, Big Evil was part of the I kind of count that as the American Badass. Because he was kind of going in, because it was part of that time where he's still rocking out on the motorcycle. Because they're called like Big Evil, they're a Big Red Devil, like all that stuff. American Badass.
Well, the original Undertaker, I remember like going to WWF event. I don't know if it was like a house show or what it was, but I remember like kids would like fucking cry and stuff when he came out. Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
were like legitimately like scared of the fucking Undertaker. Um, and then that iconic raise that he used to do, like I used to do that all the time on the floor where I just like lay flat and
And sit up.
do a sit up, yeah, look over, and then I always did like the roll of my eyes in the back of my head because I could do that. Used to freak out my little cousins and stuff.
I do it to my kids.
So that kind of has a special place in my. It's not his best matches at all, like
No.
from that era. I mean, the Yokozuna match was pretty good. The Undertaker versus the Undertaker. I mean, I guess that's kind of Are you considering that with that, or is that kind of like? Are we counting original Undertaker and Purple Undertaker as different people?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you had the Taker
Well,
versus Taker.
It's pretty much that same look or that same style of gimmick. Because like he didn't
Yeah.
really drastically change from that until like the Ministry.
Yeah, I mean, he switched out with the purple, sported a mask for a little bit.
That's because he broke his nose.
Yeah, but yeah, not his best matches, but John Gonzalez kind of blue chunks. They usually just put him on another tall person.
Yeah.
Ministry of Darkness Undertaker by far is the best Undertaker. Can we agree on that? Like, not as. I mean, if you don't want to consider the character, but if you want to consider the matches, like the Hell in the Cells, uh, Undertaker versus Kane, the Inferno match, you know what I mean? Like, this is the Boiler Room Brawl with Mankind, his feud with Shawn Michaels, feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin. It all stems down from the Ministry of Darkness. Even though some of it kind of, looking back on it now, kind of seems like a little stupid, especially like the whole corporation ministry thing was a little stupid. But the best matches come from that era, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree? Like that's prime Undertaker. I mean, I know he had like some pretty good WrestleMania matches, like in the post area, but the like his best like go-to matches are from the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Uh, the American Badass Undertaker. He had the cool Sarah tattoo on his neck. He came out to American Badass, and after they lost the rights to American Badass, came out to Rollin', Limp Bizkit.
Which got Fred Durst in a WWE game.
Yeah. I guess like the biggest highlight from that was when you get the kind of the Brothers of Destruction during that era.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And then if we're counting the Big Evil as part of that era, then he had some pretty good matches as Big Evil. And
Well, that's
then
the ladder match of Jeff Hardy.
yeah, and then you have the the post American Badass Undertaker, where it kind of somewhat came back into something kind of traditional, but also kind of theatrical, like the Ministry Undertaker. So it's kind of like a mix. I would say kind of between the two, where there was some leather in there.
MMA Taker.
Huh?
I like to refer to him as the MMA Taker.
The MMA Taker. I mean, that's how he wrestled in the matches. Yeah, I talking about the style. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, go like he still had like leather jacket and shit. Like, it wasn't like his old like grave digger stuff. But it came out to the old music, so it's kind of like a hybrid between the both.
Yeah.
And the entrances, like at WrestleMania, like they were always good. And he had some decent matches there. You know, he had the match with Shawn Michaels, match with AJ Styles, that graveyard match, matches with Ric Flair. So there's quite a few, like, Then we go to music. I mean, it's pretty much the same as the beginning, and then the Ministry Undertaker had really good music. I thought I liked the Ministry theme song. I say the one that you definitely have to keep is Ministry Undertaker, right? That's where we got Kane.
Yeah.
We got all his classics. That's number one. Number two would be original Undertaker, and then I'm gonna say post. I would eliminate American Badass because not a whole lot of great matches except for like the Brothers of Destruction. Other than that, like there's not a whole lot. And I remember like the WrestleMania Undertaker, at least like he was looking forward to his streak. He's wondering who was going to beat him.
Yeah.
A lot of those matches were really good. So I'm going to go the post-modern Undertaker, or whatever you want to call him. Let's say
Are you cutting Badass Undertaker or like
I'm cutting Badass.
Okay.
I'm cutting American Badass Undertaker.
Okay. That's I had it narrowed down between American Badass and modern Undertaker, I guess. Mainly because if you get rid of modern Undertaker, the streak never ends. But as far as like my least favorite, it's the American Badass. So that's the one that gets cut for me too. So.
Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. There's probably some better matches in the American Badass Undertaker than the original Undertaker. It's just the original Undertaker. You got the mystique of the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's iconic. That whole original look with like the tie, the cut off sleeves, the hat, long trench coat, right down to the
Paul
gloves
Bearer.
that he wore. Paul Bearer, like it's an iconic time in wrestling for that character.
Yeah.
And that whole look.
Yeah.
So same thing with like Ministry Taker. Like you can throw American Badass in there too. Like if like that, those years that he did the American Badass, he was able to freshen up the character and, give it a little bit of a change, and bring it into more of like a modern time frame. And then when he came back at WrestleMania 20 to take on Kane, as we got the throwback, we got the gongs, we got the smoke, everything. We got, the trench coat, the hat, like all that stuff. And coming back as, kind of like a mix between like the American Badass and, the classic Undertaker. So we got that. And of course, which led to, not only do WrestleMania Undertaker. So
Yeah.
but they're all iconic. But least favorite, like I said, is American Badass. So I definitely cut that one. All right, awesome. Now it's time for No Holds Barred. Of course, brought to you by our merch store, redbubble.com/peoplesesh. WrestleGettingPod. Buy some stuff. Buy the shirt. No Holds Barred. I don't even have anything in No Holds Barred for this week.
Yeah. It's one of those things where just waiting for the NFL draft. A lot of talks about trades and potential landing spots for people, but they don't happen until April. So,
Oh, what did we watch? We just watched something the other night. I can't remember what it was.
something new.
Yeah, well, something that we haven't watched yet. I did watch we watched the Barbie movie finally.
Oh, the live action.
Yeah, when that came out like 2 years ago.
No, I think it's been out longer than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. I didn't
watching that.
I didn't care for it.
I didn't think it was bad.
I'm telling you something that's kind of underrated though is the Barbie TV series that was on Netflix, like the animated thing.
Yeah, what's funny is Xavier had a phase when he was maybe like 3 or 4, and that's all he wanted to watch were those Barbie movies on Netflix. And I think we watched every single one at least twice. So some of them weren't that bad. Some of them were like terrible, but some of them weren't too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw one of them. I was flipping through something, and I don't know if it's out yet, if it was like on the coming soon thing, but I think Wicked is on one of the streaming platforms. I was thinking about watching that one day, but I was like, I don't have enough time to watch it.
Some Dogman hit streaming for rent or buy. So it's not like free to watch with your subscription yet.
Yeah. Yeah, my son wants to see Dogman, and then there's like a Minecraft movie coming out.
Yeah. Oh man, that I don't know how I feel about that Minecraft movie.
Yeah. What's one of those things where it's Minecraft, so
yeah,
that's like one of his favorite games.
Wicked will start streaming on Peacock on March 21st.
Yeah.
So you have the theatrical version, and then they're also releasing a sing-along version the same day.
Cool. I've never seen the musical, so
I haven't either. I've heard it's very good, but I just not a.
To be honest, to be honest, the only musical like I ever went to is I went to a off Broadway production of The Wedding Singer.
I thought you were gonna say Grease.
No.
Oh shit! I didn't see this. Keep back here to wrestling for a second, but Sacrifice. They booked Masha Slamovich versus Cora Jade for the Knockouts Championship.
Cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome
Yeah.
stuff. I was trying to think of other stuff that we saw. Oh, shit. Carolina Fear Fest is coming up in May, and they've been rolling with announcements. So far.
When is it? May?
Yeah. So they've got Tyler Labine from is it Reaper, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Where are you? So a lot of pretty cool guest announcements here. Let's do that. And that's boom.
Speaking of, since you brought that up, I heard the new Terrifier movie that they're shooting or whatever. There's supposed to be a scene where the clown like mutilates a kid or something. People are up in arms about it.
I think that was in 3.
Oh, is it 3?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, but pretty solid lineup here for Fear Fest. I got Malcolm McDowell, Bill Mosley, Samantha Mathis, which I'm super stoked for because she was Daisy in the Mario Brothers movie. I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie. Alex Vincent from Child's Play. Christina Lees from Child's Play. William Catt. So I got a few more on here. Kane Hodder canceled. They haven't updated their website all the way yet. They announced stuff on Facebook. Announcing stuff on the Book of Face, not updating their websites. There we go. Tyler Labine, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Planet of the Apes, Deadbeat, Escape Room. That Escape Room movie was pretty good. Malcolm McDowell. Kyle Levine from Freddy versus Jason. So yeah, the Stoner. Kind of excited for that one too. Hodder canceled. I think that was the William Catt from The Greatest American Hero. Out, scary. I think that's it. That's all the announcements so far. So, yeah. Pretty cool. As soon as they announced Tyler Labine, I was told we have to buy tickets like ASAP. So,
okay.
He's one of the, like, we literally watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil at least 3 or 4 times a week. Just like background noise, like when we're going to sleep or something. So, but it's such a great movie.
I can't watch scary movies like if I fall asleep, because if I fall asleep, I dream about whatever's playing.
Oh, it's not really scary. It's like a horror comedy type thing. So
yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. Like as long as it's like, because like it's just like the same thing with like Law and Order shit. Like I can't go to sleep.
Oh, gotcha.
If I fall asleep, like I have like crazy ass dreams.
Oh man, wuss. No,
Huh?
I said wuss.
I'm not a Woods. I'll stay up and watch them all night long. If you want to have like a marathon and like stay up and watch them, I'll watch them. It's just I can't go to sleep with them.
I don't just give me a hard time.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know. It'd be better if my wife fucking she likes like putting on YouTube videos of the ocean. It's like 2 or 3 hours of just like the ocean being the ocean. Like, yeah. So
I couldn't do that.
yeah.
Could not do that. I'm trying to see if there's any other things, anything else going on, but that's pretty much it. If you guys are not yet following us, make sure you follow us on TikTok. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can live stream simultaneously on TikTok with our streams on YouTube and Facebook. We are sitting at 238 followers, so we got a little bit of a climb left. So I think we can do it. So,
Yeah.
get a few more followers there. We got a few a lot of podcasts that started following us too. A lot of other wrestling podcasts, so that's pretty cool. Appreciate the support from the other podcasters out there in the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, we follow back, just to show our support as well. So I think that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
All right.
Got for the week. We're looking at main event on SmackDown right now. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa taking on Priest and Braun Strowman. I believe at one point this is supposed to be a 6-man tag match with Cody involved, but they cut it down to just a regular tag match. And it's supposed to be Jacob and Tama Tonga, but Solo got to the building and Jacob said, "Nah, dude, you and I are running a play this week." So, Solo said, "That's why I love you."
Yeah. I know people are predicting Solo versus Jacob for Mania.
Yeah. I want Jacob and Cena. Jacob Fatu and Cena. That's what we need.
Just have him fucking kill Cena. Retire.
This is payback for how you treated Umaga.
Fucking 30 fucking moonsaults.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome. Hella cool. Oh, awesome stuff. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us for this week. We're going to jump off here, so get some rest tonight. Thank you guys for checking us out as always. We appreciate it. Make sure you follow us.
Or a better idea, Chris.
Yeah.
Just like WrestleMania, have like John Cena's music play, and then have whoever he's wrestling like wrestle a match by themselves. And it's like, yeah, we couldn't see John Cena.
Oh man, book it. Oh, awesome stuff. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for us. This was 273, episode 273 for your Wrestling Gun podcast. Make sure you're following us on all our social media outlets. If you are a wrestling creator, content creator, independent wrestler, promoter, anything like that, we would love to have you on the show. Unfortunately, we can't pay you. We'll get that out of the way right now. So if you would like to come on and just hang out and chat with us, you're more than welcome to. We're not going to tell you no. So, but yeah, anytime. If you want to come on, hang out, chat, doesn't matter, follower base or anything like that, we don't care. We do this for fun. So yeah, that's all I got. So on behalf of myself and Tennessee Jesus, we will chat with y'all next week. Later, Marks.
Later, I'll get it.